Hello everybody, we are back. It's been about 2 weeks since I've been to this property. Last time I had Miss Charlie with me and we went fed some deer and set up a couple cameras, but the fruit trees have come along a little bit in those couple weeks and doing well, growing strong. We're back here on the back side of an old field. You can see the old pole barn behind me. It's about ready to fall in, but the deer don't mind it being there. Makes for a decent ground blind. You see the feeder up there. But in these tubes right here, some persimmon trees. There's some crabapple trees back there. And this right here is what they call a Fuyu persimmon. This one here, and there's a couple smaller ones over there. But they're growing good. Growing well right now. We've got some fruit starting to pop up on some of these trees. I don't know if you can see these little persimmons. Persimmons starting to grow on these. And got some pears on this tree coming in. There's one right there. And like I said before, I got a few apples coming in and some peaches, so the trees are all looking good. Happy with that for sure. But want to go in today, get some more feed out, pull some cards on cameras. The bucks are really starting to split past their brow tines. Stepped in some ants, but stood still too long and got some ants on me. But it's a fun time of year. Bucks are starting to grow, fawns are dropping, and the more you can feed them and keep them in your areas, the better. But we're excited for this upcoming season, and I hope you guys are too. But we'll take you back there. Maybe go a little bit over what I'm trying to do this time of year. But we'll see y'all in a minute. We made it back here to the first feeder. Got a little cheap old stealth cam on this tree. I think it was like 20 or 30 bucks on sale at Academy last year, but it does just fine for watching these feeders where the deer aren't moving around a lot. But if you've got a spot where you're trying to catch deer moving slowly through a trail or not stopping, probably not the best camera option. But for this time of year, summertime, just getting feeder pictures, bucks and velvet, it works just fine. But that's one of the strategies this time of year. Water and food is really key. Water, food, and cover is what those deer are looking for. If you get all those three in one area, we're not far off a creek bottom back here. Got a trough feeder here. You saw the tripod feeder back on the field. So there's plenty of native grasses and stuff there. I don't know if you see all this green coming up underneath this tree canopy, and you can see some sunlight coming through. Last year I went through and burned all of this understory up. You can see where I went and I did a hack and squirt with glyphosate on a lot of the small sweet gums, and did some girdle cutting and trying to kill out the more of the invasive species or the non-productive species. So it's mainly just pines and oaks, pin oaks, white oaks, red oaks, all mixed in here. But it is a huge difference in the last year just from doing that. It definitely has a lot of deer and a lot more bucks this time of year coming in. So we'll get some food in this feeder real quick, and I'm gonna set up the camera on a tripod feeder right up the hill, but we'll be with y'all shortly. Here at location number 2, this is just a tripod feeder. I just keep it full and spinning. As you can see, the grass around here is, well, this is the fall food plot. It's gotten tall, full of wheat and oats and rye. It is starting to want to fall over and lay over, so it's not long from dying off, but I'm just letting it get a little closer to that point, and I'll bush hog it down and see what we want to do with it for the summer. But right now it's offering a lot of cover, some good fawning cover and whatnot. So I'm gonna put a camera either on this big pine tree or that oak tree right there next to the tractor, so I can watch this feeder and hopefully get some pictures for you guys on the edge of this field and see what's coming in here. One thing you'll notice we do a lot too is I try to put my cameras at least 6 foot high, about shoulder height or so, and try to keep them up out of eye level, right off their noses. So anytime you got to touch that camera, it's not right down there where they got to smell it. And I also like to use the screw-in mounts too to keep the scent down from the straps, and the straps wrapped around the tree are very noticeable, whereas a screw-in mount, you put that camera in the right spot, you can kind of make it disappear. So just a little piece of advice on those cameras, but we'll ride along and head to the next spot. There's a few more fruit trees there I planted. Look like they're doing good. Took me a couple of years to get this path wore in good, but it gives me a good walking trail and a good riding trail to get in and out. ladder stand. Looking good in here. All right, just made it to our last location here. They've emptied these feeders out in the last couple weeks, that's for sure. But gonna fill this one up, put that camera right down here, this away in the woods a little bit. It's on a mineral trophy rock, but we'll throw some feed in here and I'll show you the camera and kind of what setup I'm looking at. All right, we'll get you guys turned around here so you can see what I'm seeing walking here. But it's just on the back edge of this small little food plot runway. Runs up into a bigger field. It's been a very productive location. You can see the size of the oak trees in here. A lot of white oaks, red oaks. So there's a lot of early season acorns, but even before those fall, it's an easy spot to get some deer coming in on feed and food plots. So I like to run cameras here pretty much all year. There's a trophy rock hole there. And there's our camera. But it's looking good in here. As you can see, the camera's again is about 6 foot tall and it almost hides in that tree without a strap. So those screw-in mounts are the way to go. Putting them up high out of the deer's line of sight and off their noses. I have real good success with it, but you can see right back there, you can see the straps on the tree, double lock on set. It's a good spot, but yeah. It's hot today, about 85 degrees, so I'm gonna knock this out real quick and get back to the truck and some air conditioning. We'll see y'all next time.